Hello my lovelies, how are you all? I am so sorry I've just been so non-existent on YouTube. Like, it's been over a month and I feel like I was being so good with it. I was on the ball, and the last time I was on here was when I posted obviously about my UK hen, and I feel like I've got to say sorry because I did not film any of my IB for hen. Like, in my mind I was like, I'm filming it, I'm going to vlog the whole thing. I had my camera, I literally took my camera, and the girls were like, Dan, you've not once got your camera out. But I just feel like I was so in the moment, I was enjoying it so much and just taking it all in, just getting my camera out. It just didn't feel right. I don't know why. I just felt like I was just like, I was with my best friends, and you know, some of my best friends I've been friends with since I was like 11, and we'd always wanted to go on holiday with one another. So just being with them and soaking it all up and, you know, just enjoying every moment is what we did. And yeah, I didn't get my camera out, so I'm really sorry about that. Kaylee was like, Dan, like, maybe we can try and get some clips together. I don't know what clips I can get together because a lot of them has music on top of it. But yeah, I just want to say I'm really sorry that I didn't post anything about my IB for him, because I promised that I would and I haven't. And yeah, so this is going to be like a little wedding catch up because it's been a while, and I feel like if I don't film a video soon, it's just embarrassing, isn't it? And Jared was like, Dan, is the YouTube thing just a phase? I'm like, no, I don't want it to be a phase. Like, I actually really enjoy doing it, and I feel like YouTube is such a lovely place. So I thought, let's do a wedding catch up because yeah, we've obviously got a lot to talk about. Also still waiting for my videographer to basically give me my wedding video, and then I can kind of see what I'm going to share from there. I had the lovely Evie do all of my socials that day. She's an amazing content creator, and she just did me little snippets of the day. So I'm going to try and get little snippets together. I might message her, but I know she's really busy, and then try and make that a video to share. But right now it's kind of a little bit clippy, and she is really good at that department. Me, I'm B-Tech, I'm really not good at it. So I'm going to try and get some little wedding snippets together and then share them with you. So I'm kind of sharing a little bit more than what I have, obviously. I can't believe, like, my wedding was a few weeks ago now, and how quickly it's all gone. It's just been such a whirlwind, and everything is so good at the minute. Like, work-wise, there's some amazing, exciting things that I'm doing, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. So yeah, let's just have a catch up, and I'm going to answer some questions about the wedding, and I hope you enjoy this video. So I had a lot of the where was your wedding venue. So my wedding venue was called the Langley, and it was in Buckinghamshire. I knew what I wanted. Like, when I've always visualised getting married, and I knew that I always wanted an outdoor wedding, and I don't even know why I wanted an outdoor wedding considering we live in the UK and the weather is never guaranteed, but I always just wanted that fairy tale picturesque flowers wedding. Like, I always wanted that. And my amazing wedding planner Christina just kind of knew a few venues that would kind of give me that, and sort of, she knew instantly when I spoke to her what I wanted, because I felt like I explained it really well. And that was the first venue. I mean, I looked at a few online, but it didn't have the full package. But the Langley had that package for me. Like, me and Kaylee went to see it, my amazing maid of honour, and I was like, this is it, Kay. I was so lucky. I just walked around and was like, I love it. Like, I know exactly what I want. This is it. And it was just perfect. Like, everyone there is amazing. They're so helpful, accommodating, and obviously we had our really close friends and family stay at the venue, because that was really important for us, because I wanted people to be able to stay there. Obviously Jared's family travel down like quite far, so I wanted them to have a place to stay, and obviously my family and my friends. I just wanted it to have everything, and that venue had everything. So yeah, look at the Langley if you're looking for a good wedding venue, because I just loved it and fell in love with it, and it was perfect. However, the glass house was added. There was a place that I did see called Grantley Hall. I think it's Grantley Hall. But that was just a little bit too far for us. But I love a glass house. Like, I just loved the idea of it. And Christina was like, well, you can build them. So that glass venue we had wasn't a part, glass house, not glass venue. The glass house that we had wasn't a part of the Langley, so we basically built that. Well, I didn't. An amazing company built that from scratch. Christina will have all the details on her Instagram page, and it took them 3 days to build it. But it was really nice because like so many of my friends were like, is that a part of the venue? And I was like, no, like it was built from scratch. So, and it was so nice that the Langley let us do that, because obviously it's on their territory, but there was like absolutely, there was a lovely little grass area, and it was built from scratch. And I'm so glad we made that decision, because it looked so beautiful with like all the flowers, and obviously we had a really gorgeous hot day, so it was just really, really nice. And I'm so glad we decided to do the glass house. A few things about wedding songs. What was our aisle song, first dance song? So when I walked down the aisle, it was the song A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman, but we had it playing on the strings. Oh my god, it was beautiful. But that they was playing so many songs, but obviously when I walked down the aisle, I feel like I didn't hear the song. Like I genuinely feel like I didn't hear them at all. But it was just perfect, because I really, really wanted that, because I'd seen it. That was always the song that I wanted us to have, because it was one of the first films we'd ever watched together, and I was like, I love that song. It just felt really romantic. So we had A Million Dreams, and then our first dance song was Until I Found You by Stephen San. I'm going on Spotify because I don't want to get it wrong. Until I Found Stephen Sanchez. Yes. I mean, I think I made that pretty obvious, because I felt like all my videos that I posted was that, and I could only now just listen to the song, because every time I was listening to it I was getting so emotional and just like, oh my god. So yeah, that was our first dance song, and we practiced a little bit, but we did practice that he was going to spin me around and like pick me up and kiss me. So we did practice a little bit. My dad also did a first dance, because I really wanted that. I was like, Dad, should we do a first dance? And he was like, oh, is that what you do? And I was like, well, I've seen it, and I don't know if it's a new thing or not, but I loved it. Like the idea of like me and my dad having a dance and then me dancing with Jared was just, I wanted it so much. And our song was I Want to Know What Love Is by The Foreigner. But now we're saying that we should have chosen, he's like, we could have had a different song. And I was like, well, I really like that song, but my dad says we could have had better, but I really, really liked it, and I'm glad we did a dance to that. But we was like a bit slower, then we started doing like some movements. Again, once I get like little clippets back of that, I will share certain things. But I'm just obviously waiting for that. But you might all be bored by then. I might not want to see it. So I'm just waiting to get like the videographers for stuff, and then I can like show like the dances and stuff, because they were really special. I've had a few of like any advice to like how can we prepare for the wedding and like their special day. I would just say, and this honestly sounds so cliche, just like enjoy every single moment, and all your worries and your stresses literally mean nothing on the day. Like on the day, I just genuinely felt like I was in heaven. It was the best day of my entire life, and I thought meeting my children was the best day. Oh no, getting married to Jared was literally the best day of my life. Like I think I smiled all day long. I was smiling, I was giggling, I was just like, you're celebrating your relationship and wanting to spend the rest of your life together, and it was just the best day ever. So I would just say, soak it all in, like enjoy every single moment, have your hens. I feel like definitely have, like we had a night before dinner, so we had like a barbecue the night before at the venue we were staying at. So I was like, I want to make the night before something special as well. I want that little bit of a build up. So I would just say soak it all in, milk it as much as possible, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Like everyone said to me that I was really calm on the day, and I was like, was I? But everyone said, Tanya, you was just so calm, you were so relaxed. And I think it was because I wanted to enjoy it. I didn't want to look back and go, oh my god, I was really stressing that day, because I can stress. I can stress over everything. But I feel like I actually didn't. I just actually woke up and was like, this is it. This is the big day. So yeah, soak it all in, enjoy every moment. I'm so excited for you. Like anyone that is getting married, I'm just so excited for you, because you are going to have the most amazing special day, and you're marrying the love of your life. So yeah, I'm wishing you all the luck in the whole entire world. So a lot about my wedding dresses, where did I get them from? And honestly, can I just say, the love I had for my wedding dress, I was so happy, because I genuinely thought that everyone was going to call my wedding dress boring, because I knew the wedding dress that I've wanted. I've always known that I wanted something very simple, very like elegant. I'm not a big puffy ball dress, and I love them dresses. Like when I see them on people, I love them, but for me, I was like, it just has never suited me. I don't know if it's because I'm 5'1", and it just never ever complimented me, and I did try them dresses on, but it just wasn't for me. And the first dress that I tried on was actually the dress that I wanted and wore, but we just added a few tweakments. Like we added a little bit of a lace, we lowered the back a little bit. I think the buttons were already a part of it, like on the back of my dress, but they definitely, what I love about Suzanne Neville is she makes you your dream wedding dress, and she is amazing. Like if anyone's looking for wedding dresses and needs some inspiration, go to Suzanne Neville. Like they are amazing. Like the appointments, they're just, the girls are fantastic. They're like your biggest cheerleaders. Wow. So my dress, thank you for the love of it, because I really thought everyone was going to go, God, that is so boring. But actually, everyone loved it. So I'm really happy that you all loved it. So my main, like my wedding dress was from Suzanne Neville, but then I did have an evening dress. Obviously I know everyone's different, not everyone wants that, but I'm so glad I did that. The reason why is because I really wanted to dance. Like I wanted to be able to just be a little bit more freer. So then I went to Josephine, I'm just making sure I get everything right, Josephine Scott, and wow, the second dress she literally made from scratch. I think like she put every single little Swarovski crystal on my dress, and I'm so glad I wore it. Like she did me the sleeves, like it was just so customized, it was so perfect. Again, like they was amazing, like absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful to have had a dress from her, because it was just gorgeous, and I would just recommend. Like not everyone wants to do it, and I know some of my friends that ain't having a second dress, but for me I was like, I know I want a second dress, I know I want to have a good old dance in it. I mean, I was on my friend's boyfriend's shoulders in and I was all dancing, and I'm just glad I had the second dress because I just felt like I had more movement in it. So yeah, Suzanne Neville and Josephine Scott, and I could not recommend them anymore if I tried. They was just so amazing, and I felt amazing on the day. So many of like what was my best bits about the day, but I think every single bit of it, like every single moment, like my nerves, wow, my nerves before I walked down that aisle. Kaylee, all my bridesmaids look beautiful. My bridesmaid dresses as well were by Bridesmaid by JB. Phenomenal. Like the girls, they fit them like a glove. She was fantastic. The dresses were elegant. Oh, bless her. I think she must have thought, oh my God, because I just couldn't decide on a colour. Could not decide on a colour for my bridesmaid dresses at all. But that colour was perfect. I loved it. The girls felt beautiful in it. And that's what really mattered to me. I wanted them to feel like gorgeous and comfortable, and they really, really, really did. So Bridesmaid by JB, thank you so much for our bridesmaid dresses. I've genuinely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, that's what I was talking about, the vest bit. So just before I walked down the aisle, I remember like we was getting a bit emotional, and my dad was like, why don't we just sing Miss Rachel, because we'll get over it. So we were singing in our head, up little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Like I was just singing that in my head, so I wasn't going to cry, because I was like, I'm going to cry, and I really don't want to cry right now. So that moment was incredible. Them nerves, I've never felt nerves like that before. But the best bit was, I don't know if it was walking down the aisle, I don't know if it was a speeches, I don't know, I just don't know, because it was all so incredible. Like every single moment was so incredible. I cannot choose. I would just the whole day. Having a lot of questions about speeches. I don't know if I've said that I was ever going to share the speeches. I'm still in two minds about it. I just felt like the speeches were so personal, and I just don't know if I'm going to share them, just because I just felt like everyone, it was just really personal to everyone in the room, and it was our moment. And if I would know I could just share it with all you lot and you would all love it, then it'd be amazing. But I just don't want it to like cause any kind of clickbait or this said this or be put into other words. We're just living in a world a little bit where I just want to be, I don't want anyone to like read it wrong. I don't know, because the speeches weren't even bad, but you know, in your head you're like, I would just love to be able to just share it with you lot. I don't know how to explain it, but the speeches just in my head feel like they just have to stay personal and keep it that way. But I am gutted, because they were really funny and they were brilliant and so emotional. Like we went for a ride of like laughter, tears, more laughter. They were just incredible, and maybe the speeches are the best bit. I don't know. It was just really, really funny. There was a question about like any tips for the bridesmaids to help your bride have the best hen and wedding. I would say my bridesmaids the night before, or you can obviously do it the morning of, all wrote me a letter, and that was so special. They all printed photos of all like the memories we've created together, and the letters were just so sweet and personal, and I would never ever have thought of that. So I would say write some letters. And honestly, like, me and my friends, because obviously we're all on our own journeys, we've all had babies, we've all got different careers and doing our own things, we have bonded so much. Like, we have spent so much time together. Like, some of my best friends are probably 1 year only seen them 3 times that year because life was just so hectic for us all. But we are just so close and feel like we're all so in love at the moment. I just feel like weddings really bring you close together. So have a group chat, ask if they need anything. And the letters, I would absolutely say write the letters and get some, obviously, the bridesmaid slippers. Like Kaylee, my maid of honour, I love her, she got me my bridesmaid slippers, my bride clips, bride eye mask, just loads of like little personal bits. And she got, I don't know where she got them all from, but I'll have to ask her. But just the little things like that, like she got me a bride fan, all that bridal stuff. We absolutely love it, and I want to keep it. I'm like going to keep all that in a box because I absolutely loved it all. Also, my bridesmaid pyjamas, a few people asked my sister, was from New Look. Like, I could not find bridesmaid pyjamas all in the sizes that I wanted. It was so bloody irritating. Like, just, I couldn't find it. And I think a few people said Shein, and some people have really good orders from Shein. I don't know what's going on with me, because every time I order something from Shein, it's never what I want it to be. Like, accessories and stuff I've ordered, absolutely fine, but clothing, I've never had any luck. So for my bridesmaid pyjamas, I was like, I'm not taking any risks. So New Look, beautiful, comfortable, cheap, and everything that we wanted them to be, really. So go on New Look if you're looking for like nice cotton pyjamas, because I said to the girls, do you want silk or cotton? And they was like, cotton, because I just, silk and me and everyone else, I just find it irritable. I wish I liked silk, but I'm just a cotton girl, and so all the other girls, I was like, yeah, I was cotton. So yeah, I recommend getting your pyjamas from New Look. And I also just went to Primark. So I went to Primark and got like all their slippers and stuff. Etsy are amazing. Like, I've got them their little bridesmaid mirrors, bridesmaid studs. Etsy is really, really, really good, I think, for like any like little finer detail things, or anything you want to add in, like a goodie bag or something. I've had people saying, did me and Jared have like special moments together? I kept saying to Jared, like, I really want to like spend most of the day with you, and we really, really did. Like, when I walked down the aisle, like, I never thought Jared would cry. Like, Jared doesn't cry. The last time I seen him cry was when the twins were born. And then I remember saying to him, do you think you're crying? I went, and he was like, I don't know. Like, he's not an emotional person at all. But as soon as he walked down the aisle, like himself, and he heard the music, he was like, oh my God, I'm crying. Like, he couldn't stop crying. Like, he was really emotional. So it just that when I walked down the aisle, he was like, had to turn around. And that moment, seeing him so emotional, I just couldn't believe it. And then my dad started crying. It was like this whole moment of like, oh my God. And I felt like that day he really fancied me. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I just felt like that day we were so in love. Like, I felt like I'd just met him. You know, that feeling, like that butterfly feeling. We had so many times together, like when you're having like your pictures and stuff, obviously it was the first time I'd seen him, and like in that morning I remember texting him like, have you got cold feet? Because I hadn't heard from him, and Jared has always texted me morning, like when I'm not with him I always get a morning, and he didn't text me, and I was like, have you got cold feet? And he was like, oh, I didn't think we was allowed to text that today, because obviously we hadn't seen each other or anything since the Friday. But now I'm rambling. But we did spend so much. We danced together. Like, we danced all day and all night together. Like, we went off with our friends and stuff, but we was always reuniting and always together. And I'm so glad we spent so much time together, because I felt it was our day. And obviously it's so easy to go off, isn't it? And, you know, because you want to socialise with all your friends and family. But it's so easy to go off. But we always made sure that we was always back together and just really, really celebrated together. And yeah, I would say that's like, I would always say, make sure you spend as much time together with your husband. So I got Bridal Workout on my beauty routine. So I was just being a little bit more careful and stuff with what I was eating. So like, very, very strict, very, very boring. I weren't in bed with me chocolate like I am most nights, because I have to have chocolate over night time. So I was just replacing it with like dark chocolate, and just, you know, basically just eating very boring. We're very healthy in this house anyway, but just, I was just watching more of what I was eating and just being very, very boring, basically. That's the only thing. And my exercising, I was just training as much as I could, like real hardcore. I feel like I've really upped my game with my fitness recently anyway, but I feel like I was just training whenever I could. I've been doing a lot of reformer Pilates, which I feel like has completely changed my body. So I don't think I would feel like, yeah, I was just training more and just eating a bit better. Like, I could not wait to just sit. I remember the end of the wedding, I sat there with a pepperoni pizza. I had a Coke at 4 in the morning. I was like, this is what I wanted. And also the week of the wedding, I was really like scared of eating anything, because I was like, what if we get food poisoning? Or I was not taking any risks. So I was just eating very, very, very carefully. And like with everyone, like even my family, I was like, don't be thinking you're eating takeaway foods the week of the wedding. I was like, what is the matter with you? I was like, please don't, because God forbid any of you get ill. Like the twins, I wasn't letting them socialise with anyone. I was just being really, really, really strict, because I just thought, like, the twins and Santi not as much, but like the twins catch every illness under the sun. So I was like, they are not socialising. There's no soft plays. There's no, like, I'll sometimes put them in the creche at the gym. I was like, there is none of that. We are being strict. It was a bit like COVID again. I was like, we've got a bubble and we only stick with the same amount of people, because I was just so scared of like any bugs or illnesses. I don't know if I'm getting like a little bit of that. Like, I'm really scared of illnesses. Like, I'm really scared of it, but I don't know if it's because I've experienced so much of it with the kids that I dread, like when I go out, I'm like anti-backing all the time. I'm always checking like my food a million times before I eat it, but it's getting a little bit bad and I need to like rein it in a little bit, because it becomes so obsessive. Beauty routine. So I would say I've been getting some facials done, and she's called Farm Girl by Sarah. Wow, her facials are amazing. Like, I feel like I'm in a spa when I'm in there. They're probably the best facials I've ever had in my entire life. Like, she just knows your skin. She's brilliant. She's fantastic. So I really, really recommend her if you're in like the Essex area, if you want to travel, whatever. But wow, amazing. So the week of the wedding as well, she also done me a facial, and I just wasn't really trying out new things or trying any new makeup products. Or I love a new skincare product, me, and I love trying new makeup things. But that week, just that month, I'd say I was just being a little bit more careful. And obviously we'd been to Ibiza, so there was a lot of drinking involved and a lot of like late nights and a lot of, you know, partying. So that Monday that I got home, because obviously the time, it was like we got back on the Monday and we was getting married on the Saturday. So I remember that Sarah was like, Dan, you need to come in, babe, because I was like, maybe I'll skip the facial. She's like, no, come in. And it really just helped with all like the puffiness. So I would say a facial the week of your wedding is actually quite a good idea. Getting like, a lot of you saying you want more photos and stuff. Can you please tell me if you do? Because I felt like I posted quite a lot of wedding stuff and I didn't want to bore everyone. I'm still waiting for obviously all of my photos to come back. But I'm glad that you're asking, because I overthink and worry about everything, and I don't want people to be like, oh my god, why is she posting again? Because I feel like I've posted enough. Maybe I haven't posted enough. Do we leave people wanting more? I don't know, but just in my head. But if you want more photos and stuff, I will share them. I'm just waiting for obviously my album to come back, and then I'll share a little bit more with you all. A lot of you said what was worth and not worth the money. So weddings are really expensive, and I honestly couldn't believe how expensive they were. I would say what was worth, I would say the things that I did, and I was really glad we done them. So like for my guests and stuff, we in the toilets had like little mini deodorants. To be honest, I don't really even flip-flops, little makeup-y things, obviously like girls' sanitary towels, tampons. I think we had like little stain remover wipes, just like the little finer details, deodorants, body sprays. So glad we done that, because it's just nice to have that like little bit of a freshen up. And obviously a wedding is like an all day long thing, so I'm really glad we did the wedding basket and the flip-flops. We actually ran out of flip-flops and I should have got so many more. So I would say definitely stock up on like just the little finer things for like your guests and stuff. I would say that was really, really worth the money for us, and I'm so glad we done that. Another thing that I thought was worth the money was our band. The band was called the Fellas. Wow. I was always a little bit on a band. The reason why, because I just felt a bit like, are they going to be a bit cringe? I don't know. Cringe? Absolutely not. I cannot wait for my 30th. They are coming back. They were so good. A band completely worth the money because they just entertain you for hours on end. You get all your family up dancing, like my nan was dancing. I just felt like everyone kept saying to me, Danny, what an amazing band they were. And yes, they was. The fellas, thank you. I know they're never going to watch this video, but they was just worth every single penny. And I'm so glad we had them. So glad we had them. What wasn't worth the money for us, I'd say, is Jared wanted, like, we had an after party room, and Jared wanted a casino. I mean, that was just not worth the money for us because he didn't even go in it. I think he popped upstairs once and then come back down again. So, like, sometimes I feel like you want to be a bit more extra on, like, entertainment and stuff, but actually all you really need is a good band and a good DJ and some pizza. We had pizza about 11 o'clock and I'm so glad we done that. Everyone was just divulging into that pizza and the wedding cake. Like, we had the pizza and the wedding cake and everyone was so hungry by that point. And everyone loved it. So I would genuinely say do pizza or sandwiches or, you know, picky bits. I mean, some sausage rolls. I wish we had some sausage rolls and that, but that sort of stuff I would say is completely worth the money because everyone is hungry and everyone's obviously had quite a bit to drink by that point and everyone is just like wanting some carbs. So I would say that was completely worth the money. Also, I'm getting a lot of people saying about my double barrel name. So I just feel like for my work reasons, I feel like if I didn't work in the industry I worked in, mate, I probably would just go to like Danny Bowen. And my dad keeps saying to me, probably the only dad in the world, he's like, why are you keeping the dyer? Get rid of the dyer, just be Danny Bowen. I'm like, yeah, but I don't think people, I mean, obviously people know me for being with Jared, but like, I just feel like my work name just feels like it should be Danny Dyer Bowen. Like, it just feels right for me to be that. Yeah. So it's Danny Dyer Bowen. And obviously, I'm really annoyed because obviously I've only recently just changed my passport and now I've got to change it again, which is so annoying, sending it all off. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that at some point this year. So yeah, it's Danny Dyer Bowen because I just feel like with my work and stuff, it just feels right to be that. And I don't know why, it just feels really right. Many guests did we have? So we had 180 and they were like our day and night guests. Like, it just, there was never really anyone that we felt that was just a night. Like, I know everyone is so different, but we just, where a lot of Jared's family and friends travel afar, you know, and for up me, there were so many more people that I wanted to invite. Like, there were so many more people out there that I thought, oh, I really wanted to invite you. I wanted to invite you. And maybe that could have worked with night guests, but just, there was 180 people. And I remember Jared going, how is there 180 people? But actually, it didn't feel like there was that many at all because everyone that was there was genuinely like our families and close friends. Like, it was so close and so personal to us. It actually didn't feel like there was that many people in the room at all, but there was genuinely so many more people that I wanted there. And yeah, that was hard because I do some, even my mum was like, oh Dan, I was like, but my mum, the amount we was going on, there could have been about 300 people there because there's so many people we know and so many people we enjoy and love being around, but it just gets silly with a wedding. Like, the table plans was the most stressful thing of my entire life, and like trying to figure out, because I felt like if I invite this person, I have to invite that person. So I found that really hard, like cutting my numbers down and choosing to, and not having certain people there. That was probably the hardest thing for me, and I wish I had like another 20, 30 people there maybe. Because yeah, there's just so many more people that I love so much and wanted there, but it's just hard with a wedding. Like, it really, really is hard with like numbers and stuff and what your venue could obviously cater for. I'm going to finish on this question, maybe two more, about the kids. The kids were so, to be honest, like, they were so good throughout the ceremony. So good. Like, the twins and Santi, I did not, like, we didn't have that many kids there. We only had close, like our family kids, like literally very, very limited, because we just wanted everyone to like enjoy it themselves. And I feel like it's becoming more of a thing now that people don't really have a lot of children at their weddings anymore, and I'm really glad because my friends just really, really got to just enjoy themselves. And like, just the twin Sants, like throughout the ceremony, was so good. Throughout the speeches, they were so good. Like, the twins hate a high chair. They sat in that high chair for hours. Like, they was just brilliant. And honestly, I could not have asked for more from the kids because it's a lot. It's very overwhelming, like loads of people looking at them. I mean, did they walk down the aisle throwing the petals and stuff? Absolutely not, but they did walk down it. We did get them to walk down it. I mean, I need to see obviously so much, but they were so good. It was just really lovely how good they was, and they was dancing, and it was just so nice to just have everyone that we wanted there. And yeah, the kids were really well behaved. I was really, really lucky there because I was so scared, especially like with Santi. If I tell him to do something, sometimes he'll be like, no. But he did walk down that aisle, and the twins were good as gold. And yeah, they looked absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to get all the photos back of them because Santi in his suit absolutely melted my soul. Like, seeing him in a suit was just the most perfect thing ever. I just loved it. Finish on this one. Just something I wanted to declare, because there was something about that after my dad's speech, we sung the Bowens on Fire song because, of course, we're going to sing that. And I think someone said that during the speeches or during the ceremony or something, when we sang the song, we sung it as Shagging Danny's Eye, and we actually didn't sing that. We sung Marrying. Don't get me wrong, as the night went on and the kids were abed and stuff, we did sing the 18 version. Of course we did, because of course we did. But when we were sitting down for dinner and the kids were in the room, we was not singing that. I just wanted to declare that because it just seemed a bit, I don't know, they were just trying to be a negative out of things, and nothing was, I didn't want any negative. I did feel like as a wedding there should never be anything negative around it, because it's such a special day. But they were trying to allude that we said shagging, and we genuinely didn't around the kids. Like, we didn't. We said marrying with the, what are they called? The serviettes. With the serviettes, we sung Marrying Danny Dyer. And then when the kids were abed, it got a little bit more fun. And like I said, I am going to get some videos clipped together. I'll give a little nudge next week just to try and see when I can share extra things with you all, because I feel like you all really want to see it. And again, I don't want to bore you all with it, but I hope this has been a nice little catch up for you all. And I'm so sorry once again that I've been so crap and so rubbish, but I love you all so much, and thank you all so much for all the love, all the support. It's just really warmed my heart, and I'm just so grateful. I'll always be so grateful for all the support, so thank you, and I will see you all again soon. Love you all.